Welcome back to the day here on the Lorcana pixelborn client. Today is all about that goof. I have a member of my Discord community, I'm not sure how to say their name, I3IRD, so that's either Bird or I3rd. I'm gonna say it's Bird. So Bird Dog has a 7-year-old daughter. They watched my videos together and she was wondering, how in the world do you make Goofy Night for a Day work? Because she wants to play a deck where you have this. Well, I actually have a couple of different thoughts about how to make Goof work. So today we're going to explore one of those options, and that is in Amethyst. We are going to try to ramp pretty decently with the lantern. It's possible this should be a 4 of, but I'm trying to also mitigate our early game. So we're going to ramp with some lantern and have a lot of low drops for 0 to hero to really force the Goof out of our hand. And onto the battlefield, of course. Now, Goof is a problematic character. He costs a lot, he does nothing when he enters, and he eats removal immediately. In those rare turns where he does survive, you almost always want to quest with him for that 4, making his 10-10 wildly useless. So, I mean, the 10 butt is really good because he's hard to attack down, but not impossible. So Goof is actually a tricky card to be effective, but here goes my attempt at it. The early game. Let's look at the early game of this deck. We have the Cinderella package. In fact, we're running 8 Cinderellas who can shift into the big Cinderella. We're running the Queen who can shift into the Queen. Captain Hook. Basically just a whole bunch of cheap characters so we can maximize that 0 to hero. We're going to get the Ariel. Ariel can seek out the 0 to hero. Hercules as a bodyguard to help keep our board state going while we get that 0 to hero. Little Tinkerbell for shifting into Big Tink. Rapunzel for some card draw. That'll be our biggest weakness, I think, is card draw. And then, yeah, Hercules can also shift into Big Hercules. So we got to be careful against Ruby Amethyst to not let them get any infinite combo against us, because we're running 2 characters that help the infinite combo happen. So we're trying to not help our opponents here. Outside of that, hand disruption, board wipes, targeted removal. Should be a good time. Hopefully, the deck's early game is strong enough to win games before Goof truly needs to come down and do a thing. But as long as we can win 1 game off of the back of Goof today, I will be happy. Let's jump in. See if we can't win a few. Why, yes, I am wearing the same shirt as yesterday. Oh no! I do like that we have the Goof. Don't like that we have nothing to assist into it. Cinderella into Cinderella is not bad. By that time, we could just be needing the board wipe. It's a late board wipe. There's the 0 to hero. There's some ramp. All right. Do we play for the Queen? Could also keep the Tinkerbell for some additional card draw to sneak out our Goof. We don't need the Ariel to grab a 0 to hero now. But it is possible that Tinkerbell's just better in this position. Alrighty then. Alright, I'm wearing the same shirt because like I said, working on the weekend. My Patreon members are going to have 2 videos ahead of everyone else. Alright, so I got the 0 to hero into the Goof. I also have a little bit of ramp here. I think we're losing the Tinkerbell. So I can only do so much, right? Kind of want to keep everything in my hand, so the cycle on this isn't that great. Let's do Lantern this turn. It's funny, either way, we're still kind of just hoping that whatever our top card is good enough to get rid of a Cinderella. Okay. Ruby. I'll take the trade. It's not great for a 0 to hero, but the trade's fine. Alright, I could play an aerial here. Let's see. Well, if I get Cinderella down, I will have a turn 4 Cinderella. I think that's worth it. Don't need to use that. Am I gonna get rid of a goof here? The 0 to hero is not gonna get me to goof very fast at this rate. Let's get rid of the 0 to hero. Alright, fast turn. Alright, we're looking at a big Cinderella. Cinderella. Ooh, both of these have fantastic targets for shift. But I think I'm going to opt to keep the Tinkerbell because of the cycle ability. Cinderella. Alright. Start taking an advantage here. Like I said, card draw is going to be one of our weakest things in this deck. And there's a lot of decks right now that are really good at drawing cards. Yzma gets rid of Cinderella, but I get to draw 2 cards, which is really nice. There's the whole new world. So now I'm not worried about my hand so much. Alright, I think I'm playing both my characters here. Passing turn. Kind of want my opponent to just draw a ton of cards all of a sudden. Naturally, our very first game is the Ruby Amethyst, but I haven't seen any inkling that they're going to be running the infinite combo, which is fine for us. There's the Tink. That's fantastic. Let's go ahead and shift you out. I think we will just board wipe here. Alright, I didn't get a chance to ink, because the whole new world's not very conducive to that. Fiki takes out the Hercules. And now they got a spell book for us to contend with. I think that's largely fine. You know what? I think I'm just singing the whole new world here. Do I give my opponent a whole new hand? I think we are. There, we got another goof. I got another goof for you. We're gonna get the goof down. Eventually. The only character I got was Ariel. I could play another Tink, but that does not seem like a good idea going into my opponent's board wipe turn. I have inked. This is an awful deck to go against. They're gonna have such late game control. And a lot of decks actually have a lot of late game control. There goes the Tinkerbell. 6, 7, 8. Sing the 0 to hero. I play the goof. And then it's just absolute devastation from there. But I can technically play the goof on my turn. Another spell book. That's what we're going to race against, our spell books. I think I should just start playing a bunch of stuff and try to get all that removal out of their hand. Oh, let's see. Problem is I don't have anything to ink that I want to ink. I actually do want to keep both of these cards. I have 15 uninkables in the deck. Thank you. Silly game. And I have 33% of my uninkables in my hand right now. Let's see. The goal is to get Goof down for no other reason but to make a child happy. Goof's gotta come down, right? I want to win the game with Goof though. That's to make the other child happy. This child. Alright, let's just walk straight into board wipe magic here. Still need to ink. I'm ink and tink. They have so much targeted removal. There's Elsa's. They're playing Rabbit though. That's good. That means they don't have what they need. Now they're questioning and they're going to use both the spellbooks. Only using one spellbook. That's an Olaf, really. Ink it in both the spellbooks? Okay, still digging for cards. Alright, I could ink and just hardcast Goof here. Or I could sing with Ariel. I sing with Ariel. That's worth 2. That's 3. So I'm at 10. I'm not gonna really be able to play anything else. Well, let's do it. 0 to heroes in here to be sung. Big Goof for 6. Yuck. That's my best Goof impression. Leave me alone. Alright, we're seeing quests. They got the board wipe. They got it when they needed it. Why would you attack, though? No board wipe? What they need is this card right there. That's right there. That's the card they need. Hoo-hoo. Everything they needed to get rid of that. Okay. It's time for some Goof magic. Cinderella, Cinderella. Oh, that +4 feels so good. Goofy. My dog. You got the board wipe now? Still no board wipe. They're still digging. I have 31 left. I'm on +7. This is lethal actually. Wow, I actually have lethal in play. I did not realize that. Oh, don't give up, opponent. Don't give up. I have to actually... No! I have to actually win with Goofy! Dang. First again. Today's my lucky day. I should just make 1,000 episodes today while I'm going first every game. I do have a turn 4 whole new world. That could be pretty potent. Alright, let's get rid of the uninkables, because I think that's what I'm going to do. That is what I'm going to do. I'll play the Cinderella just in case. I don't think... Even if we get a big Cinderella, actually, I don't think I will. But I could still draw cards where she can sing. So there's still that possibility. Ink can play Lantern since I can't really do anything else anyway. Ink, Lantern. Opponent's likely going to take out Cinderella. It feels like every deck these days has some kind of rush. Oh, is this the same opponent? Oh, I may have gotten to the game a little fast. Opponent knows exactly what to expect, though. Alright, I have to play Tinkerbell here. Let's get a free Cinderella. Play a Tinkerbell. Let's pass the turn. Now I'm set up for a big Tinkerbell singing a whole new world. Let me get it! Need to get there. And then I draw a couple of big Cinderellas, and oh. Then the game is popping. Yes, draw more cards, please. Ink-a-tink. I will use this. Shift. The damage isn't enough to be lethal, but we're going to sing our song. I still have ink, don't I? I should still have ink. Wait a minute. No, shift. Duh. No. I knew that. Let's see. I could sing 0 to hero. That's worth 3, 4. So I could actually play something else here. I could get a Hercules bodyguard position. Let's do it. 0 to hero to get a Hercules down. I don't care how far I can go the distance. I should have quested with Cinderella, but I was too excited to sing this song. Alright, that's a pretty big spot here that we're in. We only got a couple of turns though before the board wipe really wrecks us. So what I need to do is get an aerial down and look for a whole new world, attack their hand again. I also want to get Cinderella down. Oh, we're gonna see the trades? Yeah, give me the tradesies! Heck yeah. That means they very likely don't have the board wipe. Alright, let's ink here. Tinkerbell wipes the board. I think that's pretty straightforward, honestly. I could draw some cards here, or I can get big Cinderella down. And I think I just got to get big Cinderella down. I don't got enough for anything else. Quest. There we go. Oh, scaring me. Alright, opponent's still a few turns away from board wipes. Maui's good though, that should take down Tink. Honestly, not scared. Is there any way I can get damage in? Not with, I mean, Cinderella could attack here. We'll take 4 damage, I'll heal 3, draw 3 cards. It's pretty big. Alternatively, I just make Maui attack me. I think I'm gonna do that. Oh, let the storm rage on. Okay. That's pretty simple. I'll have Cinderella here sing it. That'll defeat the Maui. I'll draw a card. And let's get Hercules in bodyguard mode just in case. Alright, opponent still has a few more turns before we have to worry about board wipe. Well, this is their last turn, so next turn's the last. We don't want to build to the board next turn. Alright, Cinderella, you've done your job. I may end up playing a Cinderella here just to filter for more cards. We'll lose it in the board wipe, but if they don't got a board wipe, then that's just a bonus. Ooh. Shift for 4. You're not gonna make it though, right? Let's see. 1, 4, 5. It could be 6, but don't think that's gonna matter. I'd rather save the big Hercules for after the board wipe. Yep, here's the quest. So that's definitely a board wipe. Yep, we knew it was coming. And now we're going to see a lot of targeted removal. So I think the first thing I'm doing is I'm playing Cinderella here. And to get around Lady Tremaine, we need a second character. Zero Hero's not going to cut it in this position. I will play Rapunzel. We got to work around that Lady Tremaine. Now, opponent's in a weird spot, right? With Lady Tremaine, they're not going to play it, which is good. But the question was, do you take out Cinderella for fear of the shift? Or do you take out Rapunzel because it immediately has the lore? Wasn't an issue for my opponent either way. I am going to quest. If I get at least one more lore down, I'm looking at lethal. They have to attack. I don't want to walk into another board wipe. Alright, I'm going to ink the hook past the turn. Yeah, definitely seeing an attack. Trying to keep me off of, Ah, dang, Maui's a little big. Trying to keep me off of victory. That makes sense. Maui's a little violent. Ooh, another lantern. Not what I want to see. We still need to play around a Lady Tremaine, so I can't just drop one character. See, I'm at 8. This will technically bring me to 9, so if I get an inkable next turn, I can play both my characters. Inks for 1. Request for 1. Merlin draws a card. Yeah, we're starting to get... We're falling prey to the control side. Opponent has stabilized. Which means it's going to be very difficult for us to slither a win out. I need to get a whole new world set and just play a board. That's exactly what opponent's doing too. They're just playing a board. Let's see. Tink's not good enough here, right? No. All right. Quest. Board wipe? Or targeted removal? Targeted removal. Yzma will let me draw cards, though. Ooh. Board wipe's not bad. Doesn't take out everything. Only takes out one character. Okay, board wipe is bad. Whole new world's not bad, though. Quest. Ink. Whole new world. Alright, can I slither out of this? I have 2 characters and I have 2 things that can shift onto them. They have to take out my board. Yeah. Okay. The Queen and Cinderella can both shift into victory. So it doesn't matter which one they take out. They need to take out both. That's effective. That takes out both. I think we 1000% just lost the game right there. Even if they don't attack, I think we just lost the game right there. Dang, dang, dang. And they're gonna quest for a bunch on their next turn. Yeah, that Elsa was absolutely devastating. I was hoping for the board wipe solution. If they were gonna have it, I was hoping it was gonna be a board wipe. Ooh, I don't think we win this game. I think this game just ended. Let's see. I could take out the Madam Mim. It's not super helpful, but I could take it out. They're gonna bounce the Merlin, so they're actually on +9. That takes them to 18. How many characters can I play? I'm on technically 11. I could be on 12. These two cost 11. So I'm not going to be able to play this at the same time. So it's either one character and let the Storm Rage on, or it's two characters. They're on 18. That's bouncing the Merlin. Then they replay the Merlin. That's 19. Ooh, I think opponent's just gonna have it, but I can't just play one character. If I just play one character... If I just play one character, we're in trouble. Because we can get Yzma. Alright, here we go again. Probably walking into another Elsa at this point. Or they quest with everything, get as much as they can, and then they board wipe. But if they have another Elsa, this game's just over. I'm playing for our outs here. Our opponent can't always have everything all the time like they always do, right? Alright, here's the quest with everything. Which we expected. The question is, are they going to be able to get there with the Merlin and bouncing Merlin? Or are they going to go for the board wipe? Oh, opponent's struggling. I've been there. We're having trouble inking a thing. We're just going to get the straight board wipe. And then they get the rebuild. So they still have lots of ink. No, Yzma. That should take down... Oh, they're going to draw their own cards. Oh, Spellbook gains 1 lore. Olaf's not enough. Oh, yeah! Play for your outs. That's how you win games. Going first. I got 0 to heroes and I got a Goofy, but I don't have any characters to play. That's awful. Lantern's not terrible, but it's not something I can actually play. Let's go the other route. Let's keep the Lantern. That's it. 2 lanterns. Okay. A lot of uninkables. Oh my goodness. My hand is the worst it could be. Goof has to go. That is a lot of uninkable. Oh, we're in trouble. No, not more uninkables. What are you doing to me, game? How many is this? I got 5? That's 33% of my uninkables right now. Could get a Cinderella down. I need to build a board for 0 to hero to actually do something. I'm just gonna ink that one. Rapunzel can at least sing the storm. There's a Hercules. So I'm not inking this turn then. That's unfortunate. Man, I sure wish I could ink these. Why is this all highlighted like I could do something with it? Oh, I can cast it. Never mind. Silly me. Do you got enough ink for that? Do I ink? I don't think I do. I hate uninkable hands because it forces you to play only one real path, and most times that path is not a good path for victory. Alright, let's sing this. We'll defeat the Maleficent. Draw a card. Cinderella's not bad. Got 2 Cinderellas. I think I'm going to play this Cinderella though. It can still sing the 0 to hero, and it's going to have a card cycle. Gotta watch out. Opponent's going to play Maui on their turn. Ooh, there's that Cinderella. Can I still ink? I can still ink. Okay, I need to ink. Alright, Hercules doesn't survive against a Maui. And then we get Lady Tremaine. Yep, there's the Maui. Opponent definitely 1000% has Lady Tremaine as a follow-up. Which is very not good for us. I do have a follow-up though, so I get to choose that this one is the one that doesn't survive. Shift you out. Let's see, does 4 damage, does no damage. Alright, still survives. We'll see if my opponent can do it. I'm sure they can. But 1 Maui's not good enough. They'll have to have 2 Mauis. Yeah, Merlin doesn't attack. That doesn't make any sense. Doesn't do any damage. Madam Mim for the trade. Okay. Alright, we got 2 for 1. That's awesome. Opponent's deck is very good about creature control, and unfortunately we're a very creature heavy deck. This is wildly unfortunate too. 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm not quite at a goof. And opponent's playing rush. A lot of rush. So the queen doesn't even survive this, I'm sure. Even if it did, Goofy's just gonna get targeted removal. This purple deck is very good at controlling. Alright, well, we came here to play Goof. I'm gonna play Goof. Now we're gonna... Oh, I can't sing! It's only 1. I keep confusing the power as being the thing it cares about. Alright, I'm not playing Goof. Queen just dies. Crap. We lost the game. No way I can get out of this. This game's over. Alright, unfortunately I had to move over to the lab. This deck is not... I'm just in a competitive enough area that all the decks are exactly the same, which is getting a little boring if I'm being frank. I've only played against Amethyst Ruby today. Thank you, Steadfast, for making a video, because it's all we ever see after you make a video. Let's see. I got a lot of Cinderellas, but I don't have the big Cinderella. Keep the little 2-card combo. Oh, okay, I got some queens too. Which one do I care about? Big queen is stronger. Alright, we're revealing our colors immediately! To play the queen. And then opponent plays nothing, and we quest with the queen, and then they play something, and we take out that something. Oh my gosh! Emerald! I'm finally seeing a color we haven't seen today! You never know how much you're gonna miss it until it's gone. Yeah, I'm not scared of attacks here, right? Yeah, they shouldn't have anything for me to be worried about. No attack for you. All attack for me. Pass the turn. Question is, will they play something that Let the Storm Rage On can actually deal with? I think the answer is probably no. Not if they're running big butts. And Emerald. Emerald's got a lot of big butts too. Oh, yes! My foolish opponent! I obviously have to sing this, right? Thank you, opponent. Oh, I has to get Cinderellas down now. But which Cinderella? Doesn't matter which one, does it? Alright, let's ink this one. We're gonna play the other one, because the other one has some card filter. And I have a feeling I'm never gonna get to use Grab Your Swords. But I may get to use a Rapunzel to heal up the queen a little bit. Maybe. This is definitely their rush turn, right? Madam... Yeah, that one. If they're inking it, they have another one. Oh, they don't care about the trade. Okay. They're looking for answers. Which I think is a mistake. They should have taken advantage of my temporary weakness. So now I'm going to go bodyguard. Oh, I wish I could choose to just not have to do this ability, because this extra step is so annoying. When you're not wanting to do it, that is. Alright, so we see a rush character. Maleficent trades with Cinderella to be safe. I shouldn't have quested with Cinderella. That was a mistake on my part. Okay, Merlin, no rush. That's good. We're gonna see both your characters hurl themselves at Hercules. Good. We are not. We are gonna get a Cinderella down though. Let's start with the annoying one. Reduce all of your attack, increase all of your attack. Why not? 9 power! You're still smaller than a goof. And pass the turn. Now the goat trades with Hercules. They get the point. But they're still not attack. They might trade both characters for the queen. And then I'm just left with the Cinderella. Remember, they're still playing green. So there's no board wipe. There's no Maui. There's no Lady Tremaine. There could still be Yzma, though. Yzma's not coming out this turn, but they're probably still running it. And Yzma, they get to choose. But it does let me draw cards. Oh, that is definitely a whoops. Whoops! I have resist too. Don't concede after your mistake, though. So many people will do that. They'll make an obvious mistake, then they'll concede. Thank you for not conceding, opponent. Will you attack the queen? I would love for you to. So many people make a mistake and then they just quit. You have to play for your outs. Come on! Is this game the goof game? I need to win a game with goof. There's goof right there. There's lantern for the support. I actually have a curve. Let's keep it. Let's see. Doesn't matter what we ink, does it? Rapunzel continues to be wildly unplayable for me. Everybody knows how Rapunzel works, so it's like to get Rapunzel to draw cards is one of the hardest things to do. More Amethyst. Ah! I know it's not because I made a video yesterday, because that video hasn't come out yet. Amber! Thank you! Something we haven't seen! Alright, I'm about to reveal both my colors regardless this turn, so... we're gonna drop off a Herc. We're gonna play a Lantern. We're going to play a Captain Hook. Alright, that'll discourage Simba as well. But I'm guessing quests and then bounces with Madam Mim Snake. It's very slow. Perhaps they don't have it. Or they're taking a long time to think about a very easy play. Dropping that Pinocchio. They're gonna quest anyway. Okay. I will take advantage of that. I think I'm gonna play the Rapunzel here. Like I said, getting card draw off Rapunzel is tough. I'm gonna take advantage of it while I can. Alright, I can sing with Rapunzel, so that's 2, 4, 5. 2, 6, 7. So I'm up to 7 on my next turn. Not quite enough for a goof. There's the Mim. Not a rush one, though. Alright, I do need an inkable. I think I'm starting with Cinderella. See what we get. Oh, the Tink's not bad either. But I have to get rid of something else then. I'd have to get rid of Swords. And Swords is a beautiful card. Opponent's playing a lot of really weak, aggressive characters. If I want to play multiple characters, I need to get rid of it. Especially if I plan on playing Goof. Alright, sorry Swords. I gotta win with the Goof. Alright, do I ink the Queen to play the Tink? I think so. I need to ink no matter what. Now I got 9 on board. Could see a double Madam Mim attack on the Rapunzel. I think that's fine. First the snake, then they bounce it to play the fox, and the fox attacks. Yeah, I think that's exactly what we're gonna see. So that's still 7, 8. I have to draw an inkable then. If they can defeat Rapunzel, I have to draw an inkable to play Goof. I do have Tinkerbell to help with that though. They played something. I completely missed it. Trying to think about how to make sure we get Goof down. Ah! Well, they do got the fox. But unless they want to trade their Maleficent. Ink a thing. Play the fox. Bounce the Maleficent so it doesn't die. And then replay Maleficent. Gonna get a Pinocchio down, okay. That board wipe's looking better and better, isn't it? Alright, let's continue to ink. I think I'm going to sing with Tinkerbell. Now I'm gonna play Mighty Goofy Night for a Day. Ooh, baby. Alright, and then I'm gonna trade a lot of pieces here. Well, sort of trade. Stabilize this board. Don't let my opponent get ahead. I was so wrapped up in Goofy, I wasn't even thinking about how to deal with my opponent's board, so... Good thing it worked out. Now I really want to top deck a whole new world, because I'm sure my opponent just plays some kind of removal here. They could have a World's Greatest Criminal Mine, which is super unfortunate for a Goofy. Like I said, Goofy likely just always comes down and then just picks up targeted removal. Here's the Madam Mim. We're going to bounce the Pinocchio. Ink something, replay Pinocchio. Who does Mim attack? Takes out the Tinkerbell. That way there's no... Well, there's still a risk of big... That guy, they're not going to worry about it at all. I was going to say, there's still a risk of the big Tink. Instead of inking, I perhaps should have Tinkerbelled. Alright, well, if Tinkerbell survives, we'll do it next turn. Probably. Yeah, that's a mistake on my part. I should have held onto the Cinderella, used Tinkerbell to draw the additional card, and then kept the better of the two. Because I could have gotten something pretty good. Like, I could have got the big Tink potentially. And then been able to play it. Opponent's going to pick up 4 here. It could get Goat. Could still see removal. Yzma is 6 cost, so we could see the Yzma here. That lets me draw some cards, though. Alright, they're going to draw. Alright, they're at best they're on 3. And that's gonna do it. Picking up another game. All about that goof, No Mickey. That's right. We won some games. We didn't close anything with Goof though. But in the 2 games that Goof did come down and could quest, that was almost backbreaking for our opponent. Once they realized, oh hey, I'm in a position where I can't deal with the Goofy. Yeah, I lose the game. I'm not gonna be able. He's questing for way too much. Can't catch up. So that was really nice. We started this video in the ranked queue. Picked up a couple of wins in the rank. And then I lost 2 games in the rank. I think I cut one of the games and kept the other. But effectively I was playing against Ruby Amethyst every single game in ranked. Every single one. And so we left that for the lab just so I could have different decks to play against. I think Amethyst was in every single deck we played today. Every single one. So, hard to say where this deck fits. I'm sure it's not competitive in the slightest. It's got some cool cards. There's definitely got some competitive synergies and strategies in it. But once you start leaning into Goof, that's when things start to fall apart. I'm not a big fan of the 0 to hero. I'm not. The Goof, I don't believe is that great. Like I said, you just play him and he does nothing, and then he eats removal, which is really bad for us. It's very bad for us. So, play this deck. Don't play this deck. I hope you enjoyed it either way. Link is in the description down below if you want to take it and try to run with it. If you can make Goofy viable, I really want to know that list. Let me know, because I would love to play that. But that's gonna do it. Links in the description for the deck, for the Discord, for the Patreon. Patreon members get to be 2 videos ahead of everyone else. That's right. If you become a Patreon member, there's 2 more videos waiting for you. So enjoy that. But that's gonna do it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow.